Hello guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we are bringing you League One table predictions. Before we get started, if you are new, do feel free to leave a like and subscribe, be massively appreciated. This may go out after the games are kicked off. I'm still going to try and do League Two. That will definitely be after the games are kicked off and actually won, but I still want to do them, and still early on in the season to get your predictions in. So without further ado, let's get started with 24th place. I think it will be, unfortunately, Notts County. I don't think we've done enough in the transfer window. We've lost two of their big strikers. Matthew Dennis goes to Burton, and Jatta's gone to the Portuguese League, which is a big miss. They brought in Ollie Cooper and Ishe Samuel Smith on loan, but ultimately I don't think it'll be enough. So 24th will go with Notts County. 23rd now, this probably will be quite controversial, going with Peterborough. I just feel like the last few seasons they've been slowly getting worse. Almost, we've lost Kyrell Lisby to Millwall. That's a big loss for them. They don't have a backup option for their striker, Harry Leonard, really. We lost Archie Collins to Huddersfield. Yeah, I just think Peterborough are going to struggle this season. They've been digressing every season the last few seasons. So 23rd, I've got Peterborough. 22nd, it's another newly promoted side. I've got Cambridge. This is signed the experienced centre-back Barra from Wimbledon. Striker Callum Stead signs from Barnet. 14 goals last year, but he's never played at League One level. So yeah, it's a bit of a risk for Cambridge. And ultimately, when you look at that squad, I don't think it's as good a quality as some of the other teams in there. So 22nd, Cambridge for me, unfortunately. 21st, I don't want to see this team go down. They're a good side, but I'll go on Burton. Curtis Tilton from Bradford at the back. Dennis, of course, from Notts County, we mentioned. Got a die-in from loan from Stockport. Outgoings is lost. Beasley to Bradford, big miss. He scored a lot of goals from last season. Godwin Malif at the back, goes to Reading. Van Kooten at the back, goes to Stevenage. Hartridge to Plymouth. We lost a lot of that core defence that we have Burton, so I think that's going to really struggle for them. Kind of struggle to keep the ball out of the back of the net next season. So I do think that'll cost them in the end. 20th, just surviving. I got Bromley. I do think Bromley will survive. Camille Conte from Bristol Rovers in midfield is a good side. Jacob Medney, good experience at the back from Peterborough. Adbayoyo up front from Mansfield. That's a really good signing, Matt. Kieran from Lincoln in the midfield. Ethan Archer is an exciting sign on loan from Luton. Done well with the likes of Cheltenham. Kamal Grant at the back on loan from Millwall as well. So yeah, I do think Bromley will survive. It'd be a great underdog story. It's crazy about having in League One. I think I'm going to continue to progress, just survive this season. 20th, I've got Bromley. 19th, I've got Leyton Orient. Obviously, Don Ballard to Bristol City, massive loss for them. We signed Jace Cabia from Grimsby, striker from League Two. Dobra from Chesterfield joins them, along with goalkeeper Baxter from Watford. Camrich and Gilchrist on loan. Camrich, he was doing very well in the second half of last season for Bristol Rovers. Gilchrist, we know a little bit about him from his time at West Brom. Good signing that for Leyton Orient, but ultimately I do think they'll struggle without Ballard's goals. Obviously, they came around this regional table last season, even with Ballard. So 19th, got Leyton Orient. 18th, MK Dons. They've had a very good chance to win though. Charlie Good from Stevenage. Cohen Brown went back from Luton. Barley's in midfield from Borough's, good signing. Wintle from Cardiff. Nombe from Rotherham, decent striker. He scored 28 goals across the last two seasons at this level. And Sam Silvera from Borough as well. I do think MK Dons have got a decent squad. I think they'll comfortably survive in 18th for me. 17th, we've got their arch rivals, Wimbledon. Stephen Sessegnon on loan from Wigan is very, really noticeable signing I've noticed so far. I've not lost anyone too major, so it will be around the same position as we were last season. 16th, we've got Doncaster. Another solid season for Donny. Good signings like Hutchinson from Bristol Rovers. He did very well for Cheltenham last season. Jordan Thomas from Cheltenham as well. Alfie May on loan from Huddersfield. Tommy Simkin on loan from Stoke. It's a good squad there for Doncaster. I think Grant McCann's going to do the business once more. He's going to do very well for this Doncaster side, finishing 16th. 15th, we've got Wigan. Obviously, Sam Tickle was a bit of a loss for them to Bristol City. I don't think we've had a particularly great transfer window. None of his signings really excite me, to be honest. But yeah, I think it's going to be another underwhelming season for Wigan. I'm finishing 15th, I think. 14th, Barnsley. New manager, of course, Daniel Stendhal. Obviously, likewise with Wigan, they've not really had a really exciting transfer window. They lost Adam Phillips to Bradford, brought in Kieran Slicker, goalkeeper on loan from Ipswich. I don't see much things improving from last season for Barnsley, so 14th, that's where I've got them. 13th, I've got Mansfield, obviously McGoldrick, signed from Barnsley, very old, but scored quite a few goals for Barnsley last season. Along with John Russell from Barnsley there as well. Michael Smith, striker from Preston, good side, and Liam Thompson in midfield from Derby. And Dodgson at the back on loan from Stockport. And but we lost Will Evans to Plymouth. That's kind of a big loss for them. The main man going to Plymouth. But yeah, I think Mansfield will be alright. Solid season for them in 13th. 12th, Wickham. Conor Hazard in goal from Plymouth, a good sign. Steve Cook at the back, great experience joining from QPR. Cooley Woodrow from Luton on a permanent. Silko Thomas from Leicester on a permanent. Tesco on loan from Stoke. Sam Parker on loan from Swansea. You know, they made some decent signs. Wickham, obviously, a lot of competition in League One this year. They could potentially be higher, but I've got them in 12th place. 11th, I've gone with Blackpool. Dion Charles on loan from Huddersfield. Jordan Williams on loan from Portsmouth. Vinny Monroe on loan from Borough. He did well for Swindon last season. Didn't get a lot of game time for Borough, so he sent him out on loan to League One. Niskanen from Exeter and Croy Anderson from Charlton. They have made some good signs, Blackpool. I do think they'll do alright this season. I think they'll finish in 11th place. 10th, we've got Stevenage. Josh McGuinness from Exeter. Terry Taylor from Charlton. I don't think they'll quite make the playoffs this time, Stevenage. I think they'll just fall short. But still a good season under Alex Ravel. 10th place for Stevenage. 9th, we've got Huddersfield. Obviously, Martin Drury now as manager. I don't know anything about him, really, to be fair. Ethan Bradley in midfield from Brentford. He was at Exeter last season. Was one of their bright sparks last season in the poor season of Exeter, of course, getting relegated. Ashley Fletcher from Blackpool. Archie Collins in midfield from Peterborough. But yeah, obviously new manager is going to take time for Huddersfield to adapt, I think. So I think unfortunately just fall short in the playoffs. 8th, I've got Reading. Kyrie Slisby from Colchester. Goodwin Leaf from Burton. Jacob Brown on a free, decent striker. The batsman goes, he was kind of scoring a few goals for them last season, but got Josh Stokes from Bristol City. Decent squad. Liam Richardson as manager, decent manager. I think they have a good season, but 8th, just missed out on playoffs. 7th, and also missing out on playoffs, I've got Plymouth. Plymouth have signed Wes Harding on a permanent from Millwall, Alex Hartridge from Burton, Harvey White midfield from Stevenage, goalkeeper Murphy Cooper from QPR, Alex Mitchell returns on a permanent from Charlton, Will Evans, of course, up front from Mansfield. We lost to Lye, Conor Hazard goes to Wickham. We lost Callum Wright, he goes to Hibs, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's a very good squad, Plymouth. They could easily get playoffs, but I think it will just fall short in the end. So 7th, I've got Plymouth. 6th place, just getting into the playoffs, I've got Bradford. BC from Burton is a good sign because he scored quite a few goals with Burton last season. Adam Phillips, a very good midfielder at its level from Barnsley. Callum Connolly at the back from Stockport, good experience there. Cameron Dawson in goal from Rotherham. The only major outgo is Metcalf to Millwall, but I think Bradford will be solid. 5th, I've got Stockport. Ryan Glover on the wing from Barnet. Ewan O'Connell, good experience centre back from Barnsley. Ben Osborne from Derby. Ashby Hammond in goal from Plymouth. Mikel Mandron up front from St Mirren. It's another goalkeeper, Oliver Watmouth from Man City on loan. Fevrier goes to Blackburn, bit of a big miss from there. Odin Bailey to Portsmouth and Connolly to Bradford, of course, but Stockport I think will be just fine. 5th place again, another playoff finish. Obviously, Jimmy McNulty in as manager now, because Dave Challoner did leave, but yeah, I do think if they've kept that core squad together, so I think it'll be okay for playoffs. 4th place now, I've got Oxford. I don't think it'll be a automatic finish. I think we'll finish in playoffs. Ruben Roos coming from Huddersfield. Frankie Kent, good experience from Hearts at the back, I guess. Pralek has gone. Will Volks has gone. Plachetta has gone. Aris has gone. Tom Bradshaw has gone. They've lost a lot of that squad. So it's going to be tough, I think, for Matt Bloomfield. Maybe they have a slow start, but I think once they get going, it'll be alright. We finish in the playoffs. Potentially could win it. But yeah, I've got Oxford in 4th place. 3rd, I've got Luton. I do think they'll be much stronger this year. Johnston at the back from Bolton is good signing. Casey Palmer on a permanent from Hull because he was a bit of a fan favourite in the second half of last season for Luton. Callum Marshall, striker from West Ham, he was at this level before with Huddersfield, did okay. Harrison Ashby on loan from Newcastle is an exciting signing. Emilio Lawrence on from Man City as well. You know, good squad there. Naki Wells, you know, Casey Palmer in midfield, as you say. I think we've still got Callum Smith there as well. A lot of former Bristol City players. But yeah, I think we're just fall short of automatics, but third place Luton is a good improvement for Jack Wilshere's side. Second place, Sheffield Wednesday. I do think they'll come straight back up. You know, bit of a new era for them, of course. Ricardo Santos from Swansea, Slattery in midfield from Motherwell. I watched Motherwell a bit last season. He was one of their better players, I think. So that's a good sign for Sheffield Wednesday. Still Swinkles at the back from Villa. Good signing. Barry Bannon returns. I bet they're all excited about that one. Louis Barry from Villa, former Sheffield United player, but didn't do too much for Sheffield United. He's now across the city for Sheffield Wednesday. Joe Lumley in goal from Bristol City. Billy Mitchell from Millwall midfield. Ingleson, Kabaki and Charles will leave, but I think Sheffield Wednesday got a good enough squad to get promoted. So I predict them in second. And first place, I think you guys knew it was covered. It's Leicester. They've got an insane squad for League One. Obviously, they lost Fatawu to Ipswich, but Chaplin goes to Ipswich in a little swap deal. We've got Alex McCarthy in goal from Southampton, very good experience. Liam Cullen from Swansea scored a good amount of goals even last season, so I think he'll do very well in League One. Monga, Winks, Vestergaard, Fatawu all leave, of course. Tommy Watson on loan for Brighton, and that's just a few of their really good players that I could name. Yeah, I think absolutely storm the league, to be fair, Leicester. It might be similar to what Birmingham did not last season, the season before, sorry. I do think Leicester will come straight back up, and Gary Rowett as well, solid manager, especially for League One level. So yeah, there you go. I've got Leicester to win the title, and there we go. Maybe a bit of quick fire for you guys, but you know, at least well, let me know actually. Do you prefer the longer videos, or do you prefer shorter team predictions like this one? Let me know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed anyway. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe if you are new. Would mean a lot. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. You know, hopefully, League 2 predictions probably get recorded very soon, but definitely will be after the games have kicked off, match day 1. But you know, still want to do them, and I'm sure you guys will still appreciate them, hopefully. But yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. Take care and goodbye.